here at Oracle Park. Bottom of the second. Now the Giants four-hitter, Diddy Big Daddy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one blasted deep to right. Way back there. And that one's gone. He circles the bases. His 42nd home run of the season. And that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now.
Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl.
This one absolutely screamed out of here, Singy. A laser. StatCast tells us it was 112 miles an hour off the bat.
Yeah, it left in a real hurry and didn't go that far because of the launch angle being a little flatter, but
Edwin Arroyo steps to the plate for the White Sox. On the ground, right side. Wisely whips it to first. Out. And one away in the top of the third.
One time, right there, kid. Here we go.
Ball. First pitch misses. And there's a ball.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
Fox makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Jacob Gonzalez. Man at second. Up the middle, Big Daddy. Tosses to first. That's out number 2.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of.
Hey, nice and patient. Get your pin.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Late on that fastball. One down, base is empty. Just missing there. Going to count 1 and 2.
It's a good take.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Settles underneath it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Corey Lee.
Get him the tape right here.
2 outs. Out to short. Throws to first in time. 3rd out. So, and now Diddy Big Daddy. He's already homered here in this one. Gets him to chase after that one.
As left-handed hitter, you kind of expect that breaking ball from the lefty, so you just want to track it and get an idea because you know it's going to come into play later in the at-bat.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And a nice inning of work. Man at first. So up next for Chicago, Brooks Baldwin. The pitch. Hit on the ground, might be 2. Big Daddy. There's 1. Throw to first, but he beat it. Big Daddy did well in the losing effort. Just 1 hit, but it did leave the yard.
Well, definitely a strong game at the plate, and it's safe to say he made a difference for them. They didn't get the win, but they'll take performances like this one from them.
5 runs on 11 hits.
Next will be the Giants DH, Diddy Big Daddy.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Right through there for a strike.
No ball. One strike.
Lead the runner at first with 2 gone.
1-1.
Little trouble with this one behind the plate. In there safely. And now a man into scoring position. Man on second, 2 down. And now 2-1.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
The 2-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2. Crochet, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And now the count is full. And another power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle.
Hey, let it rip one time.
Man at second. Caught him looking for the K. First frame of the night. Big Daddy in his 4th year, 22 years old. And he's a former Rookie of the Year. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-0.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way. He gets those arms extended. So right there, just trying to straighten him up a little bit so he doesn't have as much outside plate coverage.
1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball. That one ripped. Ramirez pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. Back here in San Francisco, bottom of the 6th. And now here is Diddy Big Daddy. And that one is lifted in the air. Fox on his way over. Puts it away for the out. Man at first. And now the DH, Diddy Big Daddy.
Going back. Need you right here.
Fought off foul.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Got him swinging.
Well, that's a blue zone right there.
Big Daddy had a game to forget in the loss.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more. They took the loss, and he might have dragged him down a little bit.
Victorious White Sox. 6 runs, 8 hits.
From Oracle Park in San Francisco, MLB The Show has so almost ready to get underway. And today's starting pitcher, Diddy Big Daddy.
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low 3s. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
That one's upstairs, ball 1. Now 1-2. The punch out there, 1 down.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else, and you can't pull the trigger.
And first offering is fouled off.
Hey, 90 feet anyway.
1 down,
Here we
base
go.
is empty. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it, but plenty of time to recover, and that's the 2nd out. Here's Leody Taveras.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
A little bit high, and that is ball 1. Two outs, base is empty. And it's fouled away.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch, keep the at-bat alive.
And he's safe at first. Great hustle to win the foot race there. And the batter will be the shortstop.
You gotta love his hustle down the line to beat the flip to the bag. I mean, there's a lot going on between a first baseman and the pitcher during these plays, and he just kept his head down and beat it out.
That one at triple digits. There goes the runner.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not.
Throw there. Safe. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
That to right. Drifts towards it. Makes the catch, inning over. Diddy Big Daddy, the next Giant to hit. And there's a foul ball. Pitch misses there. Ball one.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. We head to the. And we're back. Top of the second. Here's the third baseman, Brian Ramos. Big Daddy back to work. Big Daddy, the former Rookie of the Year, he features a four-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, a changeup. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is off the top of the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Corey Lee, the next to hit, takes ball one. Ripped to first.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Smoked on the ground a second. Fires over to Guerrero. And that's an out.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Brooks Baldwin stands in now and watches strike one.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Connor Falefa makes the grab. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Jason Churio. This to third. Sneaks through, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
1-1.
Swing and a miss.
Two strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Jake Fox steps to the plate for the White Sox. That catches the corner. Fox in his second seat. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base.
Well, with that kind of elite arm he has behind the plate, man, it's a pretty big deal when you can swipe a bag against this dude. Maybe more than anything, it prevents teams from just testing him, thinking that they can even steal a base. But right here, they successfully moved that runner up to scoring position. Good job.
The Giants leading by 3 here in the third and final game of the series. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Leody Taveras steps to the plate for the White Sox. First offering, and it just misses. 2 outs. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
Oh, big dog right here. One time.
Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Big at bat right here with an opportunity to do damage. But on the flip side, ground ball, double play, strikeout, that could get the inning back under control on the mound.
And he chases a high fastball there. Just missed.
Tough to take a 2-strike changeup that just missed. I think it froze him.
Righty to the plate. Not even close there. And it's 2-2. And it skips into dirt. Lee over at second. Guerrero on at first with nobody out.
Drive it.
And that one hammered. That's back. And that ball is gone. That one felt good. His second home run of the series. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there.
Man, think about a little bit of baby girl.
Took on the big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know, those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
And I'm the man, think everything.
Back here at Oracle Park. On to the fourth. And now the shortstop, number 27. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Left field. Vierling racing over to make the catch.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Guerrero drifts towards it. Reaches over the wall, and he's got it. 2 outs, base is empty. And now Corey Lee. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike. The White Sox with a lot of ground to make up. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Goes down looking. We go to the top of the 5th. Here's the White Sox DH, Colson Montgomery. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
You know, these White Sox looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had their chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Left-hand batter waits. Not close with that one. 2-2. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond. One up and down. And next to hit for the Sox, Brooks Baldwin.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
That's in there. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
1-2.
The Giants up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Ball 2.
Next offering is down
2
low.
ball.
Need you
2
right here,
strikes.
kid. Drive something.
The pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Churio swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Next offering upstairs.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Get on to us here.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Left field, way back there. That's back. And that one's gone into the bleachers. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 8-0. 2 pitches, 2 swings. That one for a home run.
Looking to be aggressive all the way, and it paid off for him in a big way.
Man thinks about a little bit of baby girl.
Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
Here in San Francisco, all set for the start of the inning. And now the first baseman, Jose Sanchez. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Hey, get your
Kicks and
up there, do
fires.
something with it. Let's go.
Hard hit, right side. Fires over to Guerrero. Now one gone in the top of the 6th. And up next for Chicago, Jake Fox. That one finds the corner, and it's 0-1. Way inside.
Come on now,
One
pitch,
down,
right?
base is empty. That one close, ruled the ball. And it's 2-1.
1 strike.
And a pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The Giants up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. That one to first. He'll do it himself.
He's out.
So they get the out after a long battle at the plate. Leody Taveras steps to the plate for the White Sox. Swings through that one for strike 1. Taveras, 29 years old, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Next offering down in the dirt.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And the right-hander deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And that's in the dirt. And down on strikes he goes. And the White Sox go quietly. That misses, and that's ball one. 2 outs, couple of base runners at first and second.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Let's go.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it is 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute to finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Let her rip. Here we go.
There's the swing and a miss.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that ends the inning. And we're back, top of inning number 7. Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, number 27. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
That's in there, and the count is 1-2. Cut out and miss, struck him out, and there's one away.
Well, that's exactly what a good 2-strike splitter will do. Duck right under the bat path and that last 15 to 20 feet or so, and at that point, it's just too late to do anything about it as a hitter. Really nice pitch.
1 ball, no strike.
Righty delivers. And there's a strike.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Now this is in the air down the line. Makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Here's Corey Lee. Up and in. Ball 1.
1-0.
In the air on the infield. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound.
Well, Boog, 4 games wasn't too long of a losing streak, but they're definitely happy to be back in the win column. Now you can turn things around, get on the right track, and probably start a winning streak from here.
Our final line for this afternoon